Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. So today is part 2 of toning your hair red to cancel out green. And this is a follow-up to the other video that I just did, which I will link below and up here, of part 1, where I tested out the hack of using red food coloring with conditioner as like a color toning conditioner. And after rinsing it out, this is the result. I'm not sure it really worked all that great. So this is why this video is part 2. So I went out to the internet, actually Amazon, and looked for the best hair toning, color depositing shampoo. And I came across this brand. This is by Tressa, and it is called Watercolors. And they have a variety of different colors. These are color depositing shampoos that are free of sulfates, salts, and parabens. And I got 2 colors. And I'll tell you, these are quite expensive, but I wanted something that had good reviews and worked. And I decided to kind of splurge on this because actually I can use this in my own bio hair too. So the 2 colors I got were Wet Brick. So this is the red side of the toning. And then I decided to get another color because I'm really worried about these highlights turning red. And I don't want that. I want to cancel out this green and still keep this like a strawberry blonde that it's supposed to be. So I also ended up getting a color called Warm Spice. And this, I'll read you what they are supposed to do. Warm Spice enhances strawberry blondes with spicy red golden tones. So that has the red in it, but I don't know that it has enough to cancel out the green. This Wet Brick is supposed to enhance dark, warm browns with deep terracotta reds. And these are supposed to obviously deposit color in between your salon visits, help refreshen any kind of color that would have faded, all of that. So what I'm going to do is, and I'm going to mix these 2 together. I did see a video on a gal who dyes her hair at home, strawberry blonde. It's a gorgeous color. It's kind of like a strawberry blonde copper kind of color. And it's beautiful. And she takes mostly red and then adds in like a blonde of some kind, and the color is just gorgeous. So that's kind of what I was aiming for, to see if I could do this, because like I said, I don't want all of these highlights turning red without it looking uniform. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this wig off and I am going to mix up the shampoo. I'll show you how I'm going to like even it out with what I'm going to mix together. And then we're going to try to lather this up. A lot of people say to lather it up. It says on here to lather it in your hair for 2 to 3 minutes and then rinse. Some people online have said that they lathered it, let it sit in their hair for like 10 to 15 minutes and then rinsed it, conditioned it like normal hair. And there were some good results, like this deposited color. So again, I don't want to make this like red color, and I don't want these highlights to be overly impacted. So we will see how this works out, but I am going to take this off and get the mixture ready, and we will see what happens. Okay, I am back, and I am going to first start mixing some of this. They have said that this stains. So if you're using it in the shower, that might be the best way to do it, because you can just like rinse out, your hair in the shower. And there'll be water that, is running so it won't stain. But if you are doing it like I'm doing it, you might want to just make sure that you're watching what you're doing. Wear protective clothing, all this. So I am going to start with Wet Brick. And this is shampoo. So it's like, it's not going to take a lot to suds, I don't think, especially on a clean wig. So I'm going to just, ooh, that's pretty vibrant. I don't even know really how much to Okay. Hopefully that is enough. And then with the other one, you think that would be. And then I'm going to mix the other one. And that first color was called Wet Brick. This is called Warm Spice. And we're going to see what kind of difference this is compared to the Wet Brick. Oh, wow. See, it's not that much. Wow, that's not much different. Maybe that would have worked on its own, but you can see that it is a little bit more warm. It's this color here. Yeah, it's not that different. Okay, so that is all I am going to do. And then what I'm going to do is I don't know how to show you this. I'm going to try to make some suds here. And we'll see what this looks like. I'll try to put it in the hair too, okay? Okay, they did say to start this with wet hair. So I did wet the wig, and it doesn't, and I also attempted to make a lather, but it doesn't really lather. So I put down a carpet or a rug here. I'm going to attempt to just start putting this in the hair. Oh, I think it kind of lathers once it's in the hair better. And it is, I mean, you can't see a red color. I can see more of the spice color than the red color. But I am going to continue. I got to make some more of the mixture because I'm already running out. So I'm going to make some more mixture and continue to lather this up, and then I will be back to show you what it looks like. Okay, I am back, and this is what she looks like. This is the lathered wig with the coloring depositing shampoo. Had to do at least 2 more mixtures because I really wanted this coated good. And then the last mixture, I just used the straight wet brick in it, the reddest of the colors, because I still wanted that to try to cancel out as much green as possible. But you can see again that some of these highlights are pulling the red. I'm hoping they're going to pull more strawberry blonde, but they certainly don't look as red and pink as the food coloring did. So I'm going to let this sit for about 15 minutes, and I'm going to rinse it out, and then we will take a look and see what she looks like. Okay, I am back, and I have rinsed the wig out. A couple things on that. This made a lot of suds, I will say. The amount that I put in this wig piece, it really lathered up when it got under the water, and you really sudsed it up. So I feel you can use this as your normal shampoo. I had quite a bit in there, and it took a lot to rinse out all the suds. So that's a tip on that. I also didn't feel like it really stained things a whole lot. Like, it really dissipated in the bathtub. I was like doing things at the sink, and there were some streaks that, landed in the white basin, but you can wipe it up and it wipes up really well. So I didn't feel like it stained anything. I also have, this coloring cape on, so nothing got on my clothing. If it gets on your clothing, I don't know what would happen, but I didn't feel it really stained a whole lot. But this is the result after rinsing it out. We will see what it looks like. Now, under these lights, when I was rinsing it, it still looked like these highlights were like pink. or like a more red than what was canceling out the green. Under these lights and at the camera, it doesn't look too bad. Like it's different, but it almost looks like a strawberry blonde. You know what I mean? Or a copper kind of color. Now, if the copper stays, that's cool. I'm okay with that. So I'm going to let this dry. I did let it sit on here. I did let the shampoo sit on here for about 15 or 20 minutes. And then I rinsed it out. So I'm going to let this dry a little bit. And then I will blow dry it with a blow dryer to speed up the process. And then I will be back to see what the final result looks like. And if you are interested in what I have on today, this is a beautiful wig piece. This is one that I got from Ebony Line, and this is Shani in the color like caramel blonde balayage or something like that. And it's a Zuri sis wig, and she is so freaking cute. This was a long one, so I did cut this a little bit, actually quite a lot. And I don't know, I might cut it a little more. I might add some more layers to this, but this color is stunning. I also did cut in some bangs to this. And I will attach the review up here and in the description below. I'll pin the video. And this is also one that I put in a wig cap. I glued in a wig cap up at the top here to help hide some of the knotting and to change the color of the lace that is up there. So that is a tip that you can do as well. So let me, I'm going to let this dry for a little bit. And we will see what the final result looks like. See you soon. Okay, I am back. And this is the result of the color depositing shampoo and rinsing it out and letting it air dry for a little bit. You might notice that I'm in a different wig. I've been doing some filming, and so this is one that I reviewed just recently. I love her. This is another wig from Sunny's Wig Shop that I just am loving. Stick around and watch that review as well. I will pin that in the description below as well. But this is the result. Now, what I'm going to do now, well, let me tell you a little bit about it. So, when I look straight at it, it doesn't look like the green really neutralized at all. Now, maybe I didn't get enough up under the fibers, but when you pull it away, you can kind of see a green tint still. So I'm kind of disappointed about that. But I do feel that this turned more of a copper color. And you can see some of these highlights that are now like a really copper. Like here's one that's like kind of strawberry blonde, red, rust, maybe kind of color. I don't know. I'm going to go and blow dry this a little bit, and then I will be back and show you what that looks like. Hey, here is the result. I'm kind of mixed, but I kind of like it. This is still a little damp. The cap is still wet. But I don't feel it looks bad. I can't say that it really canceled out the green, but it almost made it a bronzy kind of color, which I didn't mind if that is what was going to happen as well, because I'm kind of into that copper, auburny kind of color. I'm going to have to wait and see. I love some of these highlights here, because they did take on that coppery kind of color. Some here didn't get colored a lot because just how you do your hair, you know, you miss spots or you don't get really where it should be. But I'm going to have to wait and wear this and let this dry a little bit more. All I really did was, since I really conditioned it the last time, all I did was really put in some leave-in conditioner and use a diffuser on it. But I don't want to take too much heat to it and make it all frizzy. So I think I'm going to leave it like this, but I'm kind of liking it. the green might be there, but it's not as noticeable, and it kind of like blends into the overall wig now because it's like a bronzy kind of color. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. I feel I could wear this and it wouldn't be that bad. Like, I could pull it off because of these other highlighted pieces. Now, I feel I could do this again, and it would look even better. But I also did hear that, you know, if you want to cancel out green, you almost have to go darker. So, you know, I don't know if that means a darker brown or a darker blonde. You have to cancel out that green. And sometimes they say you just have to go darker. Actually, what I'll probably do is wear this and see what happens. And then actually go through the coloring again. And maybe only use the warm spice color and see what that does, because that might turn it even more of a strawberry blonde, bronzy kind of color. And maybe I would do more of that color and then some red, you know, kind of like reverse it and see what happens. But I'm not upset. Like, I'm not upset really. Like, it's not bad. Like, it's better than it was, I'll tell you that. And I feel it's something I could wear. And I actually like this color more than what it was before. Like, before it was too dark. It had too many like white highlights in it, where this now is more kind of like a blended color, if you will. Like, it all kind of like just, you know, flows together. So, hope this information was helpful for you. Let me know what you think in the comments below, but I would really like to know if you can even see this green. If you feel it washed it out a little bit. I kind of do feel that it did. But it's definitely something I can wear, and I might wear this and then like recolor it and see what happens in about a week. So hopefully this information was helpful for you. I will link the two coloring products that I use below in the description. And yeah, let me know what you think. I'm going to go outside and take some pictures outside in some natural lighting, and maybe that'll give you an idea of what this looks like now as well. So like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for some more follow-ups. Bye now.